Good afternoon and welcome to the site of today's third game of Sunset League play. I'm Zach Anderson, Yoxheimer, and today it's the battle between the California Cage Rats and the OC Pirates here at Cypress College. First pitch will actually be 5 minutes earlier than scheduled at 4, and at about 3:54 p.m., first pitch misses outside to the leadoff hitter Julian Francois for the Cage Rats. Francois, in the first couple of games this year, has struck out swinging in both his two leadoff attempts as he takes a called strike at the knees, 1-1. Francois getting to start at second base today. Counts 1-1 as we start a little bit before 4. Sometimes you see games you start a little later. Other times you start earlier as Francois takes strike 2, in danger of starting off the game with a strikeout for the third game in a row. But Francois in that 5-run 8th inning yesterday had a clutch very key base hit to help keep that 5-run inning going in the 8th. Bloop single with 2 strikes up the middle and advanced on the throw home. The 1-2 is fouled back off the screen, 1-2. This is what the Cage Rat lineup looks like today. Francois to lead off, hitting at the moment, behind the count 1-2, playing at second. You have Josh Hernandez, the starting center fielder, hit a home run in Game 1, not available yesterday, as Francois takes an off-speed in the dirt for ball 2. Matt Kostopoulos makes his Cage Rat debut this summer, the DH hitting third. You have Tito Robles cleaning up, playing at third base. Andy Vega, who hit the game-winning 3-run home run yesterday, hitting fifth at shortstop. Chase Bookin hitting 7th as the EH, as Francois turns on it but fouls it down the right field line to stay alive, 2-2. Hitting 7th, Kyle Rawlings playing at first base. Zach Sarando hitting 8th and catching. Carlos Vega, the starting left fielder, hitting 9th, and rounding up the lineup in right field is Mo Abdullah, who came in with a pinch hit appearance yesterday and got 2 RBIs in the 8th. Francois takes just a bit outside, and the count now full here to the opening batter of today's game, 3-2. Cage Rats wearing their blue and red tops, gray pants, red stirrups, against the red OC Pirates. Here at the home of the Cypress College Chargers, and Francois goes down swinging out in front of it with 2 strikes. And for the third consecutive game, he starts it off with a strikeout, but no need to fear. The Cage Rats in their first 2 games of the year have scored 4 runs after a Francois strikeout, so almost like a reverse leadoff hitter of sorts. Now stepping in is Josh Hernandez. Solo home run in the first inning 2 days ago against the Trotsky Redbirds. Long wind. The pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. On the mound for the Pirates, Sir Gomez. Yes, epic name, Sir Gomez. Hailing out of Sonoma State. Already got a strikeout of Francois, and the 1-0 on its way. Fires in a fastball for a strike, 1-1. Both games yesterday and 2 days ago on opening day, June 15th, the Cage Rats scored 4 runs in the first, jumping out to a 7-0 lead against the Redbirds and a 4-2 lead, which was short-lived. As Hernandez pops it up on the right side of the infield, coming in is the second baseman who catches it at his hip for out number 2. And quickly the Cage Rats with 2 outs and nobody on here in the first. Here comes Matt Kostopoulos. Shortstop, committed to UC Davis, an Aggie. One of the 2 D1 players on the roster for the Cage Rats this summer. First game he's played so far here in the Sunset League, and he takes low for ball 1. Kostopoulos listed as a shortstop, but DHing here today. Getting his first at-bats of the summer. And a mighty swing and a miss comes up empty, 1-1. He gets on. Tito Robles will step up to the plate. Hit the ball hard yesterday, but not a lot to show for it. Gomez with the pitch, and it's a low strike at the knees. 1-2. For the Cage Rats, coming in undefeated, 2-0 in Sunset League play. For the Pirates, walk-off winners yesterday over the Arroyo Seco Sentinels as Costopoulos takes upstairs, ball 2. Beating them 4-3 out at Jackie Robinson Stadium in Pasadena. Cage Rats will be out at Jackie Robinson next Friday, June the 25th, as Costopoulos lifts the two-strike pitch into shallow center. This one will be caught at the shoulders of the shortstop, Michael Mira, who will lead things off for the OC Pirates when we return in the bottom of the first inning. 1-2-3 for the first time this season for the Cage Rats. In the first, they did not put up a 4 spot. We'll have more coming up next here on Cage Rats Baseball. Bottom of the first inning, no score here at Cypress College. Cage Rats taking on the OC Pirates at Cypress. First pitch here in the bottom of the first misses upstairs to Michael Mira, 1-0. Mira made the catch at the last out in the top of the first. Now ball finds the glove. Let's see if the ball finds his bat as he takes the ball upstairs, 2-0. On the mound for the Cage Rats today, if I can find the name in just a moment. And the 2-0 misses, 3-0. Not sure who the pitcher is. No number mixed with the roster as the 3-0 is grounded to third at Robles. We'll get that in a moment. Fires across the diamond to Rawlings, and that's a 5-3 putout for the first out of the first inning. We believe it's Joe Cosette from Irvine Valley College. If we're wrong, I apologize. But hopefully it's Joe. Just like head coach Joe Magno. Excited about his team's 2-0 start, looking to get their first road victory of the year. In road game number 1, Cosette fires in a first pitch strike to Elias Rios. Rios steps in, and he lifts it to right field. Giving chase in the corner is Abdullah, and in front of the wall, he makes a diving catch into foul territory. Outstretched into foul territory just in front of Top of the second inning, Zach Anderson Yoxheimer here will be joined right now by Sam Hoff, who's walking around confused as to what he's going to use to talk, but, well, we're just going to give him a microphone because why not? That's how we do it in this business. Let's get you situated there. Looks like we're good to go. No score here in the top of the second inning. The K-Jats up to hit here on the road. So, Sam, how's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing, Zach?
It's going pretty good. Nice little defensive 1-2-3 inning for both sides.
Going quick so far.
The game started early, so we started at 3:54 p.m.
It's only 4:07. We're already 1 inning down.
You know, it's a good sign when you're 7 minutes in from the original scheduled start time and you're already an inning done.
This could be a quick one.
Could be, but you don't want to say that too early in the game. So here's Tito Robles against Sir Gomez. Gomez already in the wine, fires, and Robles swings and misses. Mighty hack comes up empty. Gomez locating the fastball pretty well. Gorgeous day here today, not as hot as expected. It seems like we've said the last couple of days.
Yeah, it's going a little under the predicted weather every day. It's nice though.
Robles takes the 0-1 fastball belt high for a strike, 0-2.
It's better than the blazing hot heat over hundreds that was maybe predicted.
Well, we have a nice gust of wind hitting us right now here in Cypress. Gomez ready and fires. In the 0-2, Robles spoils it foul, staying alive. A couple of K-Drats making their name into the lineup today. We'll see how they do. Kostopoulos having his first at-bat. You have Bookin, who gets a chance. Abdullah getting his first start of the summer. 0-2. Robles leading off the top of the second, no score, and he takes a delayed called strike 3. Gomez locating it well at the knee. Robles asking where was that? Was that right on the edge? But it was somewhat of a delayed call, but perfectly located there for Gomez, and that's a backwards K, the second strikeout for Gomez today. Here's Andy Vega, who, as you mentioned yesterday, has 3 home runs on the year. 2 home runs yesterday, a 2-run shot in the first, and then a 3-run come-from-behind, go-ahead home run in the 8th. First pitch swinging, grounds it down the third base line, fired across the diamond for out number 2.
Real test today will be for Andy Vega if he can hit a big one here at a full-size field.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
The dimensions here at Cypress are 332 to left, 335 to the right field corner, 386 to dead center, and in the power alley in right center, it's 356. And just to remind you folks, out there in Long Beach at Clark Field, home of the St. Anthony High School Saints, but also home to the K-Drats this summer, the deepest part of the ballpark is 350 feet to dead center. But here's Chase Bookin, who steps in and takes outside 1-0. Bookin, coming from Harvard, the other D1 player listed on this K-Drats roster. Bookin takes a strike at the knees. Harvard, of course, one of those Ivy League schools that did not play this last spring. Ivy League opting not to have...
Pretty wise guy if he's from Harvard, too.
True. Wonder if he likes riddles. Bookin swings and misses, 1-2. He can be a smart guy, I can be a wise guy. It is what it is.
True.
1-2, 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the second inning. Bookin making his first appearance in Sunset League play as well, first AB. Gomez readies and fires, and the fastball misses upstairs. 2-2. Bookin reaches, it's Kyle Rawlings. Anybody gets on after that, it's the catcher, Zach Sorando. The opening day starting catcher, I believe. The pitch from Gomez, Bookin takes a called strike 3 at the knees. And Gomez mowing down this K-Drat lineup through the first 2 innings, 1-2-3, his third strikeout of the day. And we head to the bottom of the second inning here on K-Drat's Broadcasting Network. We'll step aside. Sam Hoff and Zach Anderson Yoxheimer at the bottom of the second, coming up next.
See you then.
Bottom of the second inning, no score between the Cage Rats and the Pirates. Cassette starting off this second inning. First pitch grounded right to short. Chopping up the middle is Andy Vega. Across the diamond, and he throws it for out number 1. That was one pitch, one swing for Solomon Yee. Chopped it up the middle. Thought he had a base hit, but infield defense still reigns supreme. Vega ranging across the middle of the diamond, over the second base bag, firing it across for out number 1. Defense on display so far in the early going. Cage Rats having 2 nice plays, both in the infield and the outfield.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you have to bear with us, folks. It's Travis Habensiefken from Mount Sac, and he takes outside ball 1. Habensiefken. We've been told we can call him Hobbs from the other broadcast
I'll
here.
stick with that.
Hobbs. I'm a Calvin and Hobbs guy.
Huh?
Well, you're young. Do you even know what that is?
I know what it is, but I've never.
As the 1-0 drops in there for a strike, 1-1. You're telling me you've never looked at the Travis Calvin and Hobbs comics?
I have not. I have friends that have, but I was never much into comics anyways.
But the 1-1, breaking ball, that's fouled up. That's coming for us. And that does not get us, though. That drops foul out of play towards the fencing just beyond us. 1-2 to Habensiefken. No Calvin and Hobbs, huh?
No Calvin and Hobbs.
Very disappointed in you right now. Cassette. The 1-2, and that one spiked in the dirt. 2-2. On deck, Logan Brett. Habensiefken, the second baseman here for the Pirates. Brett, the first baseman, on deck. No score in the second. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses upstairs, losing him right here. In the fourth inning, we'll give Sam Hoff his first play-by-play inning of the day.
I was always terrible on full count when I played baseball back in the day.
3-2, and that one misses upstairs, ball 4. First base runner we've had for either side. Habensiefken, of course, it's the one with the long name that you can't say, and he reaches base. Habensiefken, at first, after earning the walk, down 1-2 in the count, sees 3 straight out of the zone. Here's Logan Brett, the first baseman, stepping up to the plate. Oh, 2 runner at first base. No score, top of the third. Cage Rats won't play tomorrow or Saturday in Sunset League play as the 0-2 misses in the dirt, 1-2. Blocked there by Ethan Rivera. So 2 days off for the Cage Rats, and they'll play back up Sunday morning on Father's Day. As Sarando swings and misses at a ball in the dirt, angrily just snaps his bat from the air as he drops it. Out number 1. The 4th strikeout for Sir Gomez. Maybe stretching him out a little bit here in the summer.
He's definitely living up to the name.
There was one name we looked at. Well, 2 names. 2 names we looked at. One that's impossible to say, and then Sir Gomez.
Yep.
First pitch misses here to Carlos Vega. Yesterday, lost the ball in the sun before the last moment, seeing it in the sky and making the catch to his right at Clark Field.
He's hoping he can do like his cousin here and hit a dinger.
Takes low, 2-0. Carlos Vega had a single in the first inning against Trosky on Tuesday. Walked. Here he is chopping it to short. And that is muffed at short. Looking to throw to second base. Can't field it cleanly. Was Michael Mira. So Vega reaches, and going down to second safely is Kyle Rawlings. That is an E6. Well, we'll see. They have the scoreboard here where they can tell us hits or errors. So used to scoring the game Now we have to see what the actual thing is. But reaching safely is Vega after Mira bobbles it at short. They haven't decided hit or error yet. But first and second, one out here in the third. Here's Mo Abdullah. And they gave him a hit, an infield hit. Was a tough play for Mira, but thought he handled it cleanly. Sir Gomez, first pitch, misses low. So for now, it's ruled a single for Carlos Vega. Standing at first base, Kyle Rawlings, the first hit for either side, standing at second. A big inning here for the Cage Rats ensuing. The unbeaten Cage Rats versus the unbeaten Pirates. Abdullah swings well out in front of that last pitch. 1-1. Nice breeze here. We mentioned earlier it was warm last 3 days, including today, but today expected to be one of the cooler days of the week compared to the last couple, at least a downward trend as far as the weather goes. Abdullah will take low, 2-1. This is for a late in the game situation. You want to get really aggressive. Of course, maybe in Summer League you let these guys swing away, but if it was really an aggressive part of the game, you send both runners on a double steal, and you have the hitter squeeze and get some sort of a double squeeze action going as Abdullah will take low in the dirt, 3-1. So 3 balls and a strike. Good hitters count for Abdullah. Sir Gomez, his first trouble of the afternoon as we stretch into evening. Eyes second, comes home with it. Abdullah swings and misses the ball below his kneecaps. 3-2. Top of the order, due up next with Julian Francois. Three balls, 2 strikes. We'll see if either Vega or Rawlings both go. Gomez set. Eyes Rawlings at second. Nobody going. The 3-2. Called strike 3 on the corner, and Abdullah, the 5th different Cage Rat to go down on strikes. Backwards K for out number 2 here in the third. Now here's Francois, who was one of those 5 strikeouts through the first 2 2/3. Here's the pitch. Francois takes outside, 1-0. Two on, 2 out, no score, top of the third. All they need is one big base hit, the outfield playing shallow for Francois. He takes low, 2-0. Pretty elongated stare there for the home plate umpire. Looking at it, looking at it.
Done a few of those so far in this game, too, so.
It's almost like myself and my mother looking at the spider on the floor earlier this morning. Had 7 eyes.
7 eyes.
The 2-0. That's fouled off the foot of Francois, and he crumples in a heap. It's one of those painful things. Fouled off your toe. Not good. Just like looking at a 7-eyed spider.
There you go.
That's my vote for the new Cleveland baseball team name when they change it. Go back to the Spiders. Back to the Spiders. That'd be fun.
Back to the Spiders?
They used to be the Spiders.
Did they?
Yes. I know you don't know anything. But Calvin and Hobbes, apparently nothing. Not even Garfield?
How long? Oh, I watched Garfield.
Watch Garfield? Oh,
I did
okay.
watch Garfield.
But did you read Garfield? Did you experience Garfield? No. Okay.
And there's probably a newer version of Garfield, too, so.
I don't want to hear of it. But 2-1, 2 outs. Francois, after fouling it off his foot, looks to be okay.
How long ago were there the Spiders?
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Don't know the exact year, but this is the moment now for Francois, the 2-1. And he lifts it foul down the right field line and nearly takes out some spectators here down the right field line. We have a grassy area that we're stationed down the first base line, just next to the Cage Rats dugout. Down the third base line, there's all concrete. So got some shade, perfect place to stand, enjoy a beautiful afternoon. And Francois now in a 2-2 situation, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, no score, top 3. Gomez looking to finish off what could be his last inning of the day. Here's the pitch, and Francois just chops it foul. Went down to the ground to get it, just gets it off the edge of the bat.
So it seems as if the Cleveland Spiders win the American Association from 1887 to 1888, then the National League from 89 to 99. Solid 11 years.
Okay. But I'm just voting for the Cleveland Spiders to be the name. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Here's the 2-2, and Francois spoils it straight back and foul out of play. Rawlings standing at second. Carlos Vega at first. Arguably the best pitcher name we've seen so far, Sir Gomez.
I wouldn't even say arguably. I think it takes it easily.
Okay. This is the guy who has no culture. Gomez, the senior from Sonoma State. Fires home. Francois takes outside. 3-2. The runners will be off on the next pitch. 3-2. Hear all the baseball chatter, maybe in the distinctive background. You have, let's go, got it, kid, got it. From the fielder saying, come on, just one more strike. Cage Rat saying, all right, have a good eye here, Francois. Find something, see it, hit it. Runners off, 3-2. Just outside, ball 4. And the Pirates asking where that one missed. We don't have the best vantage point to see, all right, was that in, out? Looked to be outside, so Francois earns the 2-out walk. Base is now loaded for Josh Hernandez. Hailing from Pasadena City College. No score, bottom of the third inning here in Cypress. Joe Cassette still on the mound for the Cage Rats. Michael Easter, who was up at the plate when the runner at first base was picked off, gets another chance to look at Cassette and takes a first pitch fastball for a strike to start the third. The 0-1. That one another strike, 0-2. Easter so far, 2 for 3 in his 3 ABs. Walked once. And fouls that one off with 2 strikes. Stays alive. Scored a run. 2 RBIs to his credit. On base percentage of .800 so far. Cassette spikes that one in the dirt. Good 50 feet away from the mound. One and 2. K-Drats got the first 2 hits of the game, could not do anything with it. An infield single and a Rawlings single up the middle. And Cassette missing with the fastball now. 2-2. Now a quick chat from Sarando saying, all right, this is what you got to do. Just breathe, take a deep breath in, locate the fastball. You've been doing it so far through the first 2 innings. Nothing different here with 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. That's chopped up right to Francois at second. Takes his time, nearly throws it away, but right in the webbing of Rawlings at first for out number 1. Here comes Tyler Chafee. Chafee, 3 hits, just one off the team lead in hits. 3 hits and 8 ABs, 3 runs scored. Has struck out 4 times, but lines it up the middle for a base hit. It's his 4th hit of the summer, and then the first hit for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 3rd. The loud whacking of the wood hitting the baseball, meeting it right on the barrel, up the middle in the infield. Abdullah and Hernandez there to cut it off. Ethan Rivera steps up. Cassette already has picked off 1 runner. He fakes going, and the first pitch is fouled straight away. 0-1. Oh and 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the 3rd. No score between the Pirates and the K-Drats. A big swing from Rivera, but fouls it straight back. 4th inning, it'll be Sam Hoff with the play-by-play duties. Long pause for Cassette. Comes ready, fires home, and that one again fouled back in the same spot. Not sure we've seen any double plays in the first 2 games for the K-Drats. At least nothing in the traditional sense. Cassette eyes at first, Chafee getting a short lead. Not going, and that one is just tipped away there by Rivera to stay alive, 0-2. Following Rivera, Carson Mounts, 0-2. Breaking ball for the first time, and that one misses just low, 1-2. Had gone fastball, fastball, fastball. Looked to change the eyesight a little bit. Didn't get him to chase. 1-2. That one swung on and missed for strike 3, out number 2 here in the 3rd. Here's the extra hitter, Carson Mounts. Here's the pitch. First one to Mounts, and he takes upstairs, ball 1. Mounts so far, 1 for 4 this summer. 1 double and a strikeout. Has walked a couple of times, appeared in 3 games. This one a high chopper to second. Francois hops up to get it, dives towards second base, and beats Chafee to the bag for the force out. At a high bounce off the infield, he gets a fist bump from his first baseman Rawlings and his pitcher Cassette. And the K-Drats keep the Pirates off the board for the first 3 innings. No score heading to the top of the 4th. We'll see if Sam Hoff can bring us some sort of run in offense when we come back here on the K-Drats Radio Network.
And welcome back here to Cade Rats Baseball. We still got Sir Gomez on the mound. This inning, he'll be pitching to Matt Kostopoulos, then Tito Robles and Andy Vega. Those are the 1, 2, 3. Sir Gomez has had a great outing so far, letting in no runs. We'll see if he can keep that up here. The first pitch, just low. It's a ball. 1-0 here. I don't believe Matt Kostopoulos has played in the last 2 games, the first 2 games for the Cade Rats. In his first at-bat, he popped out to shortstop. He just took a strike right there, 1-1. Still no score here in the top of the 4th. That one catches the bottom corner for a strike for Sir Gomez. Brings it to 1-2. Here's the pitch. And that one looks to be a bit inside for a ball. It's 2-2. We'll see what Sir Gomez has here. That is right down the middle. Check the swing, but doesn't matter anyways, because that's a strikeout. Backwards K. That is the 6th strikeout of the day for Sir Gomez through just 3 1/3 innings. Up next to bat here is Tito Robles. Takes that first pitch a bit high for a ball. Tito's first at bat, he struck out looking. It takes another pitch there. That's another ball, 2-0. Tito Robles is the 3rd baseman for the California Cade Rats. The pitch from Sir Gomez. That's just a bit outside. He's down 3-0 in the count. Tito Robles is happy with where he is right now. Up 3-0 in the count. Sir Gomez fouls it down the left field line into the dugout of the Pirates. Now 3-1 is the count with 1 out here in the top of the 4th, no men on. The pitch. Big swing and a miss. That is full count now for Tito Robles. Pitcher fought back, brought it back to 3-2 from 3-0. As the umpire cleans off the plate. The pitch, the deep hit, out to left field, makes a nice diving catch. That'll be out number 2 of the inning. Great catch from the left fielder of the Pirates. Believe that was Pinero that made the catch, the diving catch in the outfield. more of a line drive out there than a pop fly. Here the catcher's having a little talk with Sir Gomez. And I believe the coach has come out too. Not exactly sure why, as he's had a great start so far. Maybe just want to reassure him a little bit, let him know what's going on. He'll stay out there. Up next to bat is Andy Vega, one of the hottest bats on the team, with 3 home runs already in just his 2 games. 2 yesterday. Sir Gomez, after the little talk with the catcher and the coach, winds up, and that is hit by Andy Vega. That'll go through third base, shortstop, into left field. That'll be a single for Andy Vega, keeping up his great batting so far in these 2 games, and this one too. Up next to bat for the Cage Rats is Chase Bookin. It's a big swing. He'll miss on that. It's 0-1. Chase Bookin, another player that has not played in these first 2 games, but he'll get a start here. Andy Vega takes a little lead off of first base. That pitch is low. He takes it. Bring the count to 1-1 with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Another low pitch. Brings that to 2-1. Chase Bookin is looking to put up the first points of the day, or at least maybe move Andy Vega up some bases. That pitch is high, 3-1. And Sir Gomez sets, winds up. And that pitch is hit straight to the shortstop, who brings it across to first base for a routine out, ground out. And still no score here in the top of the 4th, going into the bottom of the 4th. We'll see if the Pirates can do anything. See you then. Welcome back to Cage Rats Baseball. Here we are in the bottom of the fourth, still tied 0-0. Just about an hour of gameplay here so far. We do have a pitching change for you. Coming in is Jake Barbada. That pitch is dropped by a catcher. That's 2-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the next pitch. That is swung on but fouled back. 2-1. Now up to bat here is Michael Mira for the Pirates. Grounded out his first at bat. That pitch is outside, 3-1. It's a pitch from Barbada. That is swung on, 3-2. Full count here. See what Michael Mira can do with this. No men on, 0 outs. So far, 3 hits for the Cage Rats and just 1 for the Pirates. Swings on, hits it right to the shortstop. Gets it across a nice dig from the first baseman. He's out at first. Now coming up to bat is Elias Rios, the center fielder for the Pirates. Oh, and that Rios' last at bat was a nice diving catch from the right fielder out here in foul territory. We have just passed the 1 hour mark of this game so far, already in the bottom of the fourth. Guess that's what's happened when nobody scores. Looks like it'll be a quick game. 2-0 now for Rios. Pitch from Barbada is swung on but missed. 2-2 here. Excuse me, 2-1. Barbada pitches. And that catches the corner. Now it's 2-2. Got a little ahead of myself there. Two and two here with 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. And that pitch is outside. Quite outside to bring it to full count. Rio steps into the box on the 3-2. And that pitch is hit up. I believe it's foul, maybe out of the way. And he reaches over the fence to grab it. Tito Robles with a nice catch. Reaches left arm over the fence and snags it, causing 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. That ball was hit high. It looked for a second like there was going to be no chance to grab it. But Tito Robles had other plans. Now to bat is Michael Pinero. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Popped out in his first at-bat. And he fouls that back. 1-1 now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Still no score. Here's a pitch. It's low for a ball. It's 2-1 now. The pitch is swung on and hit into right field. And that'll be caught. Looks like it was bobbled for a second, but he got it. That'll be a 3rd out here of the 4th inning. And we'll go to the 5th inning scoreless. 3 hits from the Cage Rats, just 1 from the Pirates.
Top of the 5th inning here at Cypress College. Zach Anderson Yoxheimer back with you guys here on the Cage Rats Radio Network. No score between either side, the Pirates and the Cage Rats. First pitch into Kyle Rawlings in there for a strike. He had the first hit of the game, 0-1. We'll have Sam Hoff come give us an update as to who the new pitcher is on the mound. Rawlings, meanwhile, chops it straight to second. Throw to first in time for out number 1.
So we're feeling a little bit like fools here, as this is Sir Gomez. They had a little bit of a pitching change at the start. And it was, I believe, Eskridge is the name. So we got Sir Gomez in now.
So the official lineup card that we got
Yep,
said Sir Gomez.
it did. The other play-by-play commentator made the same mistake, so they must not have told him either. They just did it blindly, but...
As now Zach Sarando steps in with 1 out, nobody on the top of the 5th. So Sir Gomez is now pitching.
But Eskridge had a great outing.
You know, we like to give him his due as the 0-1 misses in the dirt, 1-1. I knew there was something off when I saw number 48. And some of these players on both sides don't exactly have the same numbers as their rosters correlate with. And we have an official starting lineup that I am looking at in my face. I can take a picture and post it on Twitter and Facebook. And it says Sir Gomez. Big swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
Though, the more I get to say Sir Gomez, the better. So, it doesn't bother me too much.
It was Julian Eskridge, the Chico State freshman, who has been mowing down this lineup for the Cage Rats. Sarando chops it up the middle. Actually, this is not Sarando, but looks to be Stevens who's pinch hitting. Let's check that real quick. We're all over the place, but an infield single with 1 out. Looks to be Aaron Brooks has been inserted into the lineup, so an infield single for Brooks. And I think we should be good now. Maybe 5 more mistakes in this inning. We'll see. So on the mound now is Sir Gomez. Last single was Aaron Brooks. And it is Carlos Vega who is hitting. So no score on the top of the 5th. And that one short hopped the catcher for a ball, 1-0. So it was Julian Eskridge through 4 scoreless innings. It's now Sir Gomez. So for Sir Gomez, now gets the credit that he might be due. Gomez set in the stretch. Fires to Vega, and Vega will take low for a ball. I'm not exactly sure how legal turning in what starting lineup is and putting the complete different starting pitcher is. Of course, all that matters is that the exchange between teams gets the correct lineups. But, it is what it is. Mistakes happen. As Vega chops it foul. 2-1. So Julian Eskridge, who before this outing had 3 strikeouts in a 2-inning appearance, gave up 3 hits, no runs in his previous appearance. Today, goes 4 innings and has 6 strikeouts, doubling his previous strikeout, giving himself a total of 9, going from 3, double that to 6, make it 9. Now check over to first, the pickoff attempt. That ball gets away into the right field corner, or into the right field area, and moving over to second is Brooks. It looked like they had a close play, and maybe Brooks could have been picked off. But the ball squirted off the glove of the first baseman there for the Pirates, Logan Brett. And now going down to second on the error, we'll give it up to the first baseman, is Brooks. So with 1 out, here's Vega up, a chance to give the Cage Rats the first run of the game for either side. No score here in the top of the 5th. Yes, nearly halfway gone by. No runs scored as of yet. Not Sir Brooks, but Sir Gomez. Brooks at second. Misses low, 3-1. Mo Abdullah is the scheduled hitter on deck.
Let's hope that's right.
Well, scheduled. That gives us some leeway there. You scheduled.
Exactly.
Can't exactly see who's in the on-deck circle. Gomez readies. Looks at second. Comes home with it. And the 3-1 at the knees for a strike, 3-2. Brooks at second. Infield single, then reached to second after a throwing error. Three and two. Gomez. 1 out, 1 on. Abdullah takes it for a strike. 0-1. One nothing Cage Rats here in the top of the 5th. Check over to first base, and Vega slides in safely. Abdullah, a 2 RBI single yesterday and a strikeout looking earlier today against Eskridge. And Abdullah takes low. Long look, Vega running. Abdullah takes for a ball. The throw down to second base is in time to get Vega, who doesn't even slide. And that's out number 2 as Vega's caught stealing second base. An easy throw from home plate. Ethan Rivera will give the first initial credit to, but Abdullah now with 2 outs. Nobody on. And he takes upstairs. 3-1. Abdullah takes a 3-1 first strike, 3-2. 1-0 Cage Rats here in the top of the 5th. For the Pirates, they'll have Yee, Hobbinsiefken, and Brett, 4, 5, and 6 in their lineup due up. And that one misses outside for ball 4. So now bring up the top of the order with Francois scheduled to hit. And a runner at first with 2 outs. Francois today, strikeout swinging in the first, walked in the third. Here he is with his 3rd plate appearance in the 5th inning. That one is grounded right to second base. On the ground, no hard hops, and a nice throw over to first for out number 3. After 4.5, halfway home, 1-0 Cage Rats over the OC Pirates. A Carlos Vega RBI single plates the first run of the ball game here on the Cage Rats Radio Network. Bottom of the 5th inning, 1-0 Cage Rats. Here's Jake Barbeta in the bottom of the 5th. Cage Rats finally got on the board, and Barbeta, working with the lead, fires in a first pitch strike to Solomon Yee. Yee grounded out to shortstop. It was an Andy Vega nice play as he check swings, but the ball hits his bat for strike 2. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Owens grounded right past the glove of Tito Robles at third into left. And a leadoff single for Yee and the Pirates, looking to answer back and respond to that fifth inning run for the Cage Rats. So Yi, Abensiefken, and Brett were the three scheduled here. Here's Hobbs. Not sure if we have to bring up that age-old argument of if you don't know what Calvin and Hobbs are, then maybe you don't deserve to be here, as he takes a first pitch strike 0-1. Barbada, a 1-2-3 inning against the top of the order for the Pirates last inning. Ground out, a pop out, and a fly out in that order. Here's the pitch. Misses low in the dirt. One and one. Nobody out. Yi, a short lead at first base. Barbada eyeing him over his shoulder. Here's the pitch. That one fouled straight back. One and two. Barbada fires, misses outside, 2-2. You wonder if the count gets to 3-2, would they seb the runner with nobody out? Could potentially. Maybe do that with the 2-2. On its way, and then another foul ball. Long look, Yi keeping that lengthy lead. Here's the pitch. 2-2 breaking ball, spoiled foul. The two wins for the Pirates, a 4-3 win yesterday over the Sentinels, walk-off. Even though they played on the road, they were the home team in Jackie Robinson Stadium. And the other day, they beat the Shepherds of the Best of the West League, the other half of the Sunset Baseball League divisions. 12-0. Blanked them. 2-2. That one's popped up on the infield. Rawlings getting called up by Francois as he come right to where he was positioned for out number one. Up steps Logan Brett. Here's the pitch. First one in there for a strike. You hear the pounding of the gloves, whether it's people warming up in the bullpen, the game. If you look away for a moment and you're like, oh, did I miss a pitch? Did I miss that? What did you miss? Just the smack of the ball hitting the glove, the catcher's mitt specifically. Barbada, long pause, changing the sequence between each pitch. And that one gets away from Brooks and behind the dish, and Yi moving over to second base. So now one out, guy at second base. Chance for Brett with the base hit to even up this game in the fifth. Long look, comes home with it. That one's ground ball right to Francois, and he boots it in the grass. Yi at third. Stays, but Francois can't handle it deep into the grass in shallow right field. Had to go in between his glove for an error. The first Cage Rats error of the day right after the pass ball from Brooks. Now it's first and third. Some self-inflicted painful defense at the moment for the Cage Rats. So runners at the corners. One out. All the Pirates need is a lazy ground ball to get through the hole as the middle infielder's cheating up the middle. Vega next to Francois. Here's the pitch, and that one misses inside to Tyler Chafee. Let's see. I can make that Michael Easter. So Easter hitting right now. He pops that one foul and out of play. One and one. Nice little contingent hanging around us just down the right field line, just outside the stands, watching the game. The pitch in there for a strike, fastball, letter high. The 1-2, breaking ball misses inner half. Cheating at first is Brett, who reached on the air. Yee getting a good lead at third, making sure anything that gets by the catcher, he'll score. But that fastball misses upstairs, 3-2 to Easter. Barbata against it, holding a 1-0 lead at the moment here in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch, that one sprayed foul out of play towards the Learning Resource Center in the library on the campus of Cypress College. Baseball field closer to Holder Street. Easy entrance and exit for this field. Sometimes you look to find these fields on these campuses, they're nowhere to be found. As the 3-2, nowhere to be found near the strike zone there, ball 4. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the fifth, 1-0 Cage Rats. First pitch is swung on and missed. 0-1. Julian Alanis hitting right now. He lifts it up to right field. Abdullah under it, throwing it home, and this one will score a run. Sac fly to right by Alanis ties the game. Second out of the inning, but Yee comes all the way around to score. Look at the pass ball that moved Yee up. You have the booted ball at second base, and a couple of times the Cage Rats are kicking themselves. It was a 4-error 7th inning yesterday that allowed the Sliders to score 2 insurance runs, which they thought, all right, an 8-4 lead might hold up late in the game. But 4 errors in that 8th inning yesterday. Only 1 so far today for the total of the game, but it's 1-1 now as they look to pick off the runner at second base, and they get him. Barbata over to Vega, applies the tag on Brett at second, and they pick him off. The second Pirate picked off today. And after 5 full innings, it's 1-1. More base running blunders for the Pirates. But a couple of errors in the pass ball allow the Pirates to tie the game at 1 through 5 full, heading to the top of the 6th on the Cage Rats Radio Network. 1-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Sir Gomez, first pitch to Josh Hernandez, is popped up in foul territory and caught by Brett, the first baseman, right in front of the Cage Rats dugout. Hernandez lasts all of one pitch before popping out. 1 out here in the 6th inning, and a 1-1 game between the Cage Rats and the Pirates. And yes, these two teams can tie if it's a final in 9 innings. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 6th as we've picked up the pace a little bit. Here's the pitch now to Matt Kostopoulos, and he swings and I think tips it in the glove, 0-1. Kostopoulos and Robles, 2, 3, and 4 in the Cage Rat order. The pitch misses low. Kostopoulos today popped up to short and struck out looking back in the 4th. Both of those appearances were against who we thought to be Sir Gomez. It's actually Julian Eskridge, the Chico State player. Kostopoulos lifts this one to left field, but playable, and caught out there into deep left field. Michael Pinheiro makes the catch. Kostopoulos just a little under it. With it being 332 down the left field line and a little bit of some breeze going the opposite way, it would take quite a ride to get this one out of here at Cypress College. So 2 quick outs here in the 6th. And here's Tito Robles. The two teams have combined for 2 runs. They've combined for 7 hits and for 2 errors. Not 7, as Robles, first pitch swinging, fouls it down the right field line. And this one will fall between the trio of Pirates chasing after it. The first baseman, Brett. Yee, the second baseman. Make that Yee the right fielder. And Hobbs Steifkin, the second baseman. Would have been a very quick 1-2-3 inning if Robles had popped that up, and I'm not sure Joe Magno would have been extremely pleased with his top of the order going down so easily. The 0-1, Robles, this one gets a good hold of it, but right there is Yee battling the sun to make the catch in right field. Line drive straight in the glove, and a 1-2-3 inning for Sir Gomez this time, and the top of the 6th is over. We're still tied at 1, heading to the bottom of the 6th inning on the Cage Rats Radio Network. First pitch of the bottom of the 6th inning misses outside from Barbada to CJ Ontiveros, in for Ethan Rivera. Barbada's pitch misses low again, 2-0. Bottom third of the order for the Pirates in a 1-1 game in the last of the 6th. The 2-0 pitch is blown right past the bat of Ontiveros. New right fielder in the game for the Cage Rats, Jacob Ramirez, getting his first action wearing the neon green right arm sleeve. Can't miss him in right field. As the 2-1 is fouled straight back right over the Cage Rats dugout down the first base line and out of play, 2-2. Zach Anderson Yoxheimer with you guys here on the Cage Rats Audio Network. 2-2, and that one is lifted into shallow right. Julian Francois backpedaling and makes the catch. Ontiveros went after a high breaking ball with 2 strikes and just got under it. And quickly one out here in the 6th. Samuel Hoff will have the play-by-play in the 7th inning. First pitch is in there for a strike to Carson Mounts. Spelled like bounce, but just put an M instead of a B or instead of a P for pounce. The pitch, the 0-1, misses outside, 1-1. Didn't miss by an ounce for Mr. Mounts. Barbeta, ready, and just misses there, 2-1. For Mounts, it'll be Michael Mira, the scheduled hitter, the leadoff hitter. Looks like he's standing up there on deck. We'll see if it is. 1-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out, nobody on. 2-1, tipped into the glove for strike 2. Will they go breaking ball? This one chopped to short. Andy Vega on the run. Gets it on the long hop. Fires to first. Whipping like action across his body for out number 3 into the glove of Kyle Rawlings. 2 outs, nobody on. And here is Michael Mira, 0 for 2. 2 ground outs to the left side of the infield, 1 to third and 1 to short. The rate we're going, he'll get another at-bat to finish this game if nobody scores more runs. So it could be 2 more plate appearances for Mira. Here's the pitch. Misses in the dirt, 1-0. We'll see if this is Barbeta's last inning. They let Costello go 3. Barbeta, who had a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th, was not helped out by his defense as he skips the 1-0 fastball in the dirt. 2-0. Pass ball and an error allowed the tying run to get into scoring position and then eventually to third before a sac fly drove him in. Here's the pitch. That one slowly chopped to the mound. Barbeta gets it cleanly. Underhanded toss to first in the glove of Rawlings for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for Barbeta to match Sir Gomez, and it's 1-1 heading to the top of the 7th inning.
Welcome back here to Cade Rats Baseball. It's the top of the 7th. You guessed it, it's still Sir Gomez pitching. Up to bat here, we got Andy Vega, the home run hitter himself. We'll see if he can keep that streak going today. Due after Andy Vega is Bookin, followed by Rawlings. Sir Gomez's first pitch of the inning is chopped up the third base line. That is foul, though. It looked like it was a close one. Vega ran through the base anyways, of course. But it's a foul, and that'll bring it to 0-1. 1-1 here in the top of the 7th. Been somewhat of a slow game, but it's going. It's been 5 total hits from the Cade Rats and just 2 from the Pirates. And the pitch here. Catches the bottom corner. That's a strike. 0-2 now. Andy Vega's going to have to fight this one back. No men on here in the top of the 7th. 1 error from each side. That pitch is low, 1-2. Sir Gomez here with the pitch. That pitch is just outside. Brings that to 2-2 now. Sir Gomez has only let him 1 run so far in these past 3 innings he's pitched. That hit is popped up. The third baseman just about lost in the sun for a second there, but he got back under it. Catch that for a pop out from Andy Vega. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Meaning up next to bat is Bookin. We'll see what he can do here with 1 out and no men on. Takes first strike. 0-1. Bookin struck out his first at bat and then grounded out his second. Takes the pitch low. That's a ball. And the pitch from Gomez is chopped. That's going to go right to the second baseman with a nice pick from the first baseman. Gets him out at first. Was deep, almost under the grass where the second baseman fielded that. So up next we'll have Kyle Rawlings. Swing and a miss from Kyle Rawlings. That'll be 0-1. Kyle Rawlings had a single in his first at-bat and then grounded out in his second. If Rawlings gets on, it will be Brooks up next. He takes a ball here, 1-1. Gomez with the pitch. Another big swing. He's swinging for the fences, but he will miss that time too. 1-2. Still 1-1 here. The top of the 7th. This game has been a lot more about pitching than it has hitting. And that hit is nicely fielded by the pitcher. One bounce right to Sir Gomez, and he practically walks it over to the first baseman for a nice out. That is 3 outs here in the top of the 7th. No runs scored. We'll see what the Pirates can do in the bottom of the 7th. I'll come back here to the bottom of the 7th. It is still tied 1-1. You just saw Chase Bookin batting second in that last inning. He grounded out, and now he's on the mound. He's getting a lot of play time today. We'll see how he can do off of this little short warm-up time for him. He's hoping staying warm from batting will keep him warm pitching. That first pitch is spiked in the dirt. 1-0. Maybe an interesting decision from the coach to put in a pitcher that just batted and really didn't have any time to warm up. That pitch is just low. Taking for a ball again, 2-0. At bat is Elias Rios. That pitch is inside, another ball, 3-0. Rios hoping to get his first hit of the day. The pitch spiked in the dirt again. Excuse me, now it's 3-0. I was pretty sure that was 4-0. No, they had a little mix-up on the scoreboard. That is 4-0. He will take it for a walk. And that'll be Rio's first time seeing the bases today. Up next is Michael Pinero, who popped out in the first and flew out in the fourth. So he's hoping to see bases for the first time also today. Bookin didn't have too much time to warm up, but in his warm-ups out in the field, he did spike a few. And that's what we've been seeing mostly here until this nice pitch strike. The first time Bookin has the advantage on his batter with 0-1. Still 1-1 here, tied in the bottom of the seventh. The pitch is low for a ball, 1-1. Pinero saw his teammate walking. Maybe he'll get walked too. That pitch to strike though. Not what Pinero was wanting. 1-2 now. Bookin looking a little more confident out there. Bookin eyes first base, pitches it. That's low in the dirt again. Runner looked like he started to go to second, but decided not as it was nicely blocked by the catcher. 2-2 now here for Pinero. Here's the pitch. That is swung on and just tipped though. So Pinero is staying alive here at 2-2. Hoping to prolong this at bat until he can get something. No outs here still with one man on in the bottom of the seventh. That pitch is low in the dirt again. Runner runs, makes it to second base. Brings it a full count after a pitch in the dirt that got away from the catcher a little bit. Runner advances. Full count here for Pinero. No outs here with the man on second. Looks like the Pirates are in a good spot right here to maybe get one in. And that pitch is low. That's a walk. Now we got men on first and second. Pinero on first, Rios on second. Up to bat next is Yee, who grounded out in his first attempt, got a single. Looks like coach will go check him out. Go check out Bookin here at the pitcher's mound. Looks like they might be making a change, maybe just talking. Gotta figure out what they want to do here. As Bookin has struggled to get his pitches in the zone. Umpire cleaning off the plate is evidence of that. Looks like the coach may be signaling to the bullpen. Pitcher in the bullpen couldn't quite hear the coach calling him in. And it looks like this will be all from Bookin today. Not what he was looking for, but he didn't get dealt the greatest card as he had to come in right after he batted. Well, 1-1 here in the bottom of the seventh with a man on second. We'll see you after this break. Welcome back here to the bottom of the seventh. The score is still tied 1-1. We do have a pitching change. Alec Boyd is in now for Bookin. Bookin did not have much time to warm up, and it showed as he pitched a lot into the dirt. And the Cage Rats saw that, and they were not willing to keep him in, test the waters anymore. There will be a man on second once play returns. Tyler Boyd, number 50. Or excuse me, Alec Boyd. Sorry about that. He's looking good in his warm-up pitches. Players run back to their bases. Tied one run on each side. 5 hits so far from the Cage Rats compared to the 2 for the Pirates. And the first pitch is just low for a ball. At bat, I believe, is Yee. Solomon Yee, who grounded out and got a single. He's up 1-0 in the count. Another low pitch, just catches the plate. That'll be 2-0 now. Joe Magno is hoping that Alec Boyd has a better appearance than Bookin. Another low pitch, that's 3-0 now. Here's a pitch from Boyd. And that is outside for a 4-pitch walk. Not what Alec Boyd was wanting here. Now that means a man on first and second with 0 outs here. Cage Rats not in a great spot. Excuse me. Bases loaded, not first and second. So with a Rios walk, and a Panero walk, and a Yee walk. It's been a rough pitching inning for these Cage Rats. But now there's a strike right here, 0-1 for Hobbs. I'm going to stick with Hobbs because I'm going to butcher it the other way. Pitch just outside, 1-1 now, with no outs here and bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th. Cage Rats looking around thinking maybe a triple play could help. Bet they would love that right now. Unlikely, but you never know. That pitch is swung on, 1-2 now. That pitch is just outside 2-2. Hobbs got walked in the 2nd inning, then a single in the 5th inning. Got him swinging there for a strikeout. That'll be Boyd's first strikeout of the day. It'll be a miracle if he can work himself out of this jam. Up next is, never mind, looks like we maybe have a pinch hitter here. Thought it was Logan Brett, but it will be Tommy Acuna III from Providence Christian, who swings and misses on his first pitch, 0-1. 1 out here. Alec Boyd looking like he's getting in a groove a little more here. That pitch is just a little bit outside, a little bit high. 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 run for the Cage Rats, 1 run from the Pirates, 1 error from the Cage Rats, and 1 error from the Pirates. Lots of ones in this game. Same pitch as last time, a little high and outside. 2-1 now. That pitch is outside again. 3-1 now. Went from 0-1 to 3-1. And it looks like the catcher will come out to Alec Boyd, have a little talk with him on the mound. Give him some more confidence. Just tell him you got this. Keep going. Just throw some strikes. Alec Boyd looks down the plate. Winds up. That pitch is swung on but fouled back. 3-2 now, full count for Acuna the third. Hoping he can summon his inner Ronald Acuna from the Braves. The pitch, that is inside. That's going to be a walk. We'll walk a guy in. Bringing the score at 2-1 now with the Pirates on top after a bases loaded walk. And now have a pinch runner for Acuna, who is Eric Morrison. That pitch is swung on. Not sure if that was fouled back or hit the catcher. Either way, it's a strike, 0-1. As far as runs go, that may be one of the most boring ways a run can come in. Bases loaded walk. We didn't get many runs in this game so far. Yeah, not only a bases loaded walk, but 4 straight walks from the Cage Rats. 2 from Bookin and 2 from Boyd. But Boyd still has gotten 1 out in this inning. 1-1 here, though, in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch is swung on. Strike 1 and 2 now. As the Pirates have had their first lead of the game, 2-1 now. It is Michael Easter batting, the DH. The pitch is dropped by the catcher. It's 2-2 now as a ball. In Easter's first at bat, he grounded out, and then he got walked. He's hoping for a hit here, or he'd be fine with getting walked again. Let another man in for the bases loaded here. That pitch is just low. Full count now, 3-2. The Pirates are up 2-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch from Boyd is in the dirt. Oh, walk another man home. That will be not 5 straight walks, but 5 walks so far this inning. Letting 2 in from walks, which will increase the Pirates' lead by 2, or increase it by 1, but increase it 2 runs, up 3-1 here. Pitching in this inning could be summed up by the Pirates only have 2 hits, but they have 3 points, 3 scores. So, quite the disappointing pitching so far in these last, really just this inning. Now it looks like we're going to get another pitching change. The Pirates have got 2 more points in this inning, 3-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 7th. The Pirates are up now 3-1 here. There's not been one ball put into play here, but it's still the highest scoring inning of the game with 2 points. The pitching change, Calix Armijo in now. We'll see what he can do here. He's not given the greatest. And that ball is hit deep. It's right into the fans. About probably 5 feet away from hitting the fans. Good thing they were paying attention, but that will go foul. 0-1 now. This inning alone, there's been 5 walks compared to only 1 out. It was a strikeout, but still no balls put in play. And that pitch is straight down the middle, strike. Batting is Julian Alanis from Chaffey College. Excuse me. We have not seen Armijo pitch yet in these games. He had a home run yesterday. That ball is hit deep into right field. Throw it back. They'll hold it to just 1 run in. But that'll be an RBI. Oh, excuse me, that was Chaffee hitting. My bad on that one. Number was wrong on his jersey. But it was Chaffee hitting, not from Chaffey College. It was Chaffee hitting. That'll be an RBI for Chaffee. Now the Pirates are up 4-1. Pirates.
To be clear, the number to the guy on the roster listed is a guy who is from Chaffey College, but it was a kid named Chaffee hitting.
Yeah, a little bit of a confusion happening there. That pitch is a little bit high and outside. 1-0 now. Sorry about that. Drop the mic. I'm not one of those cool drop the mics. That ball is hit. Oh, given to second. Oh, and Francois fumbles it at second. But they got him out at second, but a man runs home. Really confusing play all around. Started with a ground ball to shortstop, who tossed it up to Francois at second base. They got the force out at second. Francois bobbled the ball a little bit, dropped it. Then tried to throw it to first for the double play. Didn't get him at first. It was a late throw to first. So the man at third ran home. He scores at home, even though it was a late throw that was also bobbled by the catcher. So ending with that, we got a man on second, 1 more out, and 2 scores from that. So the Pirates are up 6-1 now in this inning that they've cracked it open. 2 outs here. And up to bat is Carson Mounts. And he grounds the ball to the third baseman. Oh, never mind. That goes through. They'll throw it back to the catcher. They won't get anyone out. And that'll be another score for the Pirates. Up 7-1 now. No. They did not score. Oh, they advanced their man from second to third. Got a man on first. 2 outs here. 6-1. They did not score right there. And batting is Michael Mira. Grounded out in the first, and grounded out again in the fourth, and again in the 6th. Big swing. It'll miss. 0-1 here. 2 outs. 6-1 Pirates in the bottom of the 7th. Like we said, Armijo has not pitched yet in this Sunset League in these 3 games. He pitches that low in the dirt. The ball 1-1 now. But he has hit a home run. He was the first to hit a home run yesterday. But no pitching yet until today. Armijo eyes the runner at first. Decides to pitch. Swung on, a foul ball right past first base. 1-2 now, with the man on first and third. Big gust of wind here now. Here's a pitch from Armijo. That That ball is in the dirt again. Nice block from the catcher. He's had to have a lot of saves this inning. It'll be 2-2 now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. 5 runs already scored in this inning. Armijo hoping to get out of this. Gets a swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3. Out 3 of this long and rough inning for the Cage Rats. They're hoping they can respond here with some big bats. Game blown open at 6-1 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Welcome back to Cypress College. Zach Anderson Yoxheimer with you guys. 6-1. The Cage Rats trail the OC Pirates here in the top of the 8th. A disastrous bottom of the 7th inning as the Cage Rats gave up 5 runs in the 7th to break open what was a 1-1 tie. First pitch of the inning misses upstairs. This is Marcos Contreras throwing the first 2 upstairs, 2-0. Now hitting for the Cage Rats, as we have all sorts of changes all over the place. This is Billy Velasco, and he takes a strike, 2-1. Velasco hitting for Dupre, and the 2-1 is cut on and missed, strike 2. In an inning where the opposing team only got 1 hit, and it led to 5 runs. 5 runs, well, the Cage Rats walked 5 as ball 2 misses in the dirt, 3-2. As the catcher got nicked up pretty good, and that ball in the dirt needs a moment. Count runs full, 3-2. Looks to be CJ Ontiveros shaken up there behind the dish. Got him right where there's no padding. Not sure if he has a neck guard on his helmet, but it looks like it got him in an awkward spot. 3-2. Seems ready for maybe a 3-hour game with the way we're cooking right now. 6-1 here in the top of the 8th. First pitch to the new catcher is the 3-2, swung on a miss, strike 3. Velasco goes down on strikes from the new pitcher, Marcos Contreras, hailing from Chaffey College. Pinch hitter comes in and strikes out swinging for out number 1. Carlos Vega coming up with 2 outs and nobody on. Due up on deck is Mo Abdullah. But he is not standing in the on-deck circle as the first one misses inside 1-0. Can't see who's in the on-deck circle, but I know it is not Mo Abdullah. And Vega takes strike 1, a breaking ball right there, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 6-1. Only 6 runs, only 4 hits, 1 error committed for the Pirates as the 1-1 drops in the dirt, 2-1. For the Cage Rats, 1 run, 5 hits, but 3 errors. Vega, who drove in the lone run today, swings and misses. Maybe thought it was strike 3. Took a step around home plate, but it's 2-2. It's Jacob Ramirez who is due up on deck. 2-2. Vega jumps out of the way of that one. Full count yet again for Contreras. Can't be too sure as to who enters in the game and who's hitting. Changes left and right. Even the numbers aren't the right numbers for either side. 3-2. Just misses a little low, and Vega works a walk. The lone Cage Rat to drive in a run gets on base now with 1 out. Here's Jacob Ramirez, his first AB. Might be a couple of days we still say that. First AB, first this, first that in Sunset League play. 6-1 in the top of the 8th. The Cage Rats get a guy on. Ramirez, the lefty, steps in to turn over the lineup as he swings and misses 0-1. Ramirez in for Abdullah, who struck out looking back in the 3rd and walked. For Ramirez, his first chance to get on base. The lefty, who stepped into right field, takes inside 1-1. Contreras set in the stretch, ready, fires. That one misses upstairs to Ramirez, 2-1. We mentioned that last half inning it was 5 walks for the Pirates that allowed them to score 5 runs, and then an error added on to the onslaught. It would have been an inning-ending double play ball. Instead, 2 more runs came in to score as Ramirez gets hit by a pitch. So 2 free passes to the Cage Rats, 1 via walk, 1 via hit by a pitch. I believe that's the first one today. Now the Cage Rats in business with the top of their order up, down by 5. Still need a couple of more hitters to get on. Vega to second, Ramirez to first. Francois today 0 for 2 with a walk. Just needs 1 big hit here in the 8th inning like he did yesterday that sparked a 5-run 8th inning, but takes a first pitch strike 0-1. 5 runs in the 8th inning to overcome a late 4-run deficit to win 9-8 yesterday. Today trailing 6-1, looking to do the same. And Francois takes outside 1-1. Be a nice comeback. The Cage Rats could do it for the 2nd day in a row. Both teams unbeaten in Sunset League play and overall in the summer. As that one bounces in the dirt, Francois takes it on a breaking ball. Hit the catcher in the chest, bounce away from him, but nothing far away enough for either runner to advance. 2-1 now to Francois. And after opening the inning with a strikeout swinging of the pinch hitter Velasco, Contreras losing a little bit of the zone here. 2-1. And Francois takes low 3-1. And Francois takes upstairs, ball 4. Base is loaded now with 1 out. Second time Francois reached via a walk today. Vega to third. To second is Ramirez. Now there's a mound visit for Contreras. 6-1 here in the top of the 8th. The Cage Rats trail the OC Pirates here in the top of the 8th with 1 out. Here's Josh Hernandez, tying run in the on-deck circle in the form of the number 3 spot. Listed to hit is Matt Kostopoulos. And you just wonder what could have been if the Cage Rats could have at least kept it a 3-run game, but no more what ifs. It's up to Hernandez to come up clutch here. Today, 0 for 3. And the first pitch swinging to right. Yee looking for it, makes the catch. The runner is tagging. His throw is not in time, as coming home to score was Carlos Vega. It was a close play. Catcher couldn't handle it. The throw from Yee, about a 3-hopper to the plate on line. If he could have squeezed it with the glove and applied the tag, would have been close, but instead the run scores. Advancing to third is Ramirez. Coming home to score is Vega, so the score now 6-2. Francois staying over at first base. Second out of the inning, here's Matt Kostopoulos. Cage Rats down by 4 now. Runner going in Francois, strike, and a fake throw down to second base as Francois steals second, making sure the runner at third does not come home. But a base hit by Kostopoulos would chop this lead in half. 6-2. Base hit makes it 6-4. And Tito Robles on deck. Here's the pitch, and Kostopoulos takes inside 1-1. Kostopoulos also 0 for 3. Popped out twice and struck out looking back in the 4th. Just need one big base hit here, and Kostopoulos takes upstairs 2-1. Or maybe you just wait out these pitchers, say, hey, you never know. Maybe these guys aren't throwing strikes today. Battle of the unbeaten so far. Here's the pitch. The 2-1 at the knees for a strike, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Deuce is wild. 6-2 our score in the top of the 8th. Here at Cypress College, sun slowly setting over the horizon as Kostopoulos climbs the ladder and comes up empty. Contreras strands 2. The Cage Rats come up with 1, but still trail 6-2 heading to the bottom of the 8th on the Cage Rats Audio Network. Bottom of the 8th inning, 6-2. Cage Rats trail the OC Pirates. Cage Rats 3 outs away from taking their first loss of the season, but it's up to Calix Armijo to keep the score as it is. First pitch is a strike at the knees. 0-1 to Elias Rios. It was Rios who started off that 8th inning, getting on via a walk, a string of 3 consecutive walks to start the inning as Armijo nearly hits Rios in the head, way upstairs for ball 1. 3 walks in a row to open the 8th. pitching change, strikeout of Haben Siefken, then 2 straight walks before what would have been an inning-ending double play ball turns into a fielder's choice, and 2 errors on the play allows 2 more runs to score, making what was a 4-1 lead into 6-1 at the time, as Armijo misses yet again with the 1-1 to the backstop, 2-1. Cage-Rats had their chance, bases loaded, 1 out, top of the order up, got a sac fly and then a strikeout to end the threat as Armijo misses the 2-1 low, 3-1. Rios, Pinero, and Yee, the scheduled hitters, as the 3-1 is chopped to third. And that is fair down the third base line into the corner. Rios on his horse for 2. He's digging for 3. The throw from Vega. On a hop. Robles, the tag. Not in time. A leadoff triple for the Pirates. Ground ball down the left field line. Robles maybe making me think it looked foul, but it was fair. Vega, a good strong throw from the corner. Carlos Vega. Robles tried to get the tag as the throw wasn't on line, but desperately flailing at the legs, sweeping by him, could not apply the tag. So nobody out and a runner at third base looking to respond to the Cage-Rats run in the top of the 8th. Here's Michael Pinero as he takes upstairs ball 1. Not exactly a lot of triples we'll see at home. So I think that's the first triple we've seen this season in our shortened stint so far. Pinero takes inside, 2-0. Game now just over 2.5 hours old. The pitch is cut on and missed. 2-1. The infield playing in for the Cage-Rats. Rawlings in at the cutout just in front of the first base bag. Francois in, Vega, Robles. Outfield's actually playing rather deep as the 2-1 popped up. Out of play, 2-2. Ramirez in extremely deep right field, so a bloop base hit to right will easily score the run. Anything hit about 90 feet, maybe 100 feet, would drop in for a hit where everybody's positioned. And the off speed hits Pinero, and that's another hit batsman. So first and third, runners of the corners. As the Pirates searching for more here late. Solomon Yee, as the middle infielders step back, looking to roll 2. Corner stay in. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. Armijo going with a quick pitch there. Pirates up by 4. They hit something in the left field corner. You can score 2. Yee waves and misses 0-2. Yee scored twice. He's 1 for 2. Singled in the 5th, came around to score the tying run to make it 1-1. As Armijo misses the 0-2, now 1-2. Was walked, was the 3rd consecutive walk right after Joe Magno pulled Bookin. 1-2. And Yee does not go after it in the dirt, 2-2. Long look. Armijo comes set. Short lead at first for Pinero. Not going. And the 2-2 spoiled foul as we've lost all the sunlight today. Now it's just cold. The pitch. That one's grounded through the right side of the infield into right field for a base hit to score a run. Yee battles as Ramirez takes his time to throw it to third, and going to third is Pinedo. So coming in to score is Rios. Going to third is Pinedo, and Yee with an RBI single, his second hit today. It's been a factor in the 7 runs scored by the Pirates today, an RBI, and 2 runs scored for Yee. Hobbensteichen. Runners at the corner, still nobody out here in the 8th. 7-2. Pirates stretching their lead back up to 5. Armijo misses in the dirt. Armijo set. Long, wide set stance and misses. Actually gets the strike zone. 1-1. More of a generous strike call there. Sometimes you see pitchers when they're set in the stretch have more of a balanced set. Armijo has a widened stance. Legs just beyond his shoulders. Doesn't lift his leg that much as the runner goes, and that ball is fouled away by Hobbensteichen. 1-2. Yee was running on the pitch, but now has to scamper back to first. For Armijo, he has a wide base, and you wonder if that really takes away from his power and doesn't allow him to come downhill through the mound and fire strikes consistently. It's almost like he's throwing off his back heel. Here's the pitch, runner going, grounded to Rawlings, and he didn't even see the runner coming from third, so he taps the bag at first for an out, but coming home to score from third, it's Pinedo on the ground out. 8-2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning as one comes to score. Yee running on the pitch safely at second. To answer the K-Drats 1, the Pirates have scored 2 here in the 8th. 7 runs in the last 2 innings and counting. Here's Morrison, who takes low 1-0. Armijo, with Yee getting a small lead at second, creases it. Morrison takes upstairs. Was asked to come in to catch after Ontiveros was shaken up a little bit. Here's the pitch. That one's skied high in the outfield. Andy Vega might call off his cousin and makes the catch, ranging back in front of Carlos for out number 2. So 2 outs, runner at second, 2 in the 8th, 8-2. Here's Michael Easter. Certainly not feeling like Easter, very cold here in June. Middle of June, we had heat, now I got cold. Just like the K-Drats have been today. Pitch in there for a strike, fastball at the belt. K-Drats will have 4, 5, and 6. Robles, Vega, and Bookin due up in the 9th. Hoping for any sort of a miracle comeback as Armijo misses the throw down the second, and they cannot pick off the runner Yee. It would have been the 3rd runner picked off for the Pirates as a strong throw from home plate nearly backpicked the runner at second Yee. Vega couldn't hold it into his glove. Would have been a way to end the 8th inning, but instead, what could have been? Both teams have had their fair share of blunders today. 3 errors and a pass ball for the K-Drats. Make that 4 errors, as they've now given them another error. This is a base hit into left field. This will score a run. Carlos Vega's throw comes back into the infield. But a base hit to score another. 9-2 Pirates. Had the runner picked off at second, but couldn't hold on to the baseball. And then next pitch, base hit left field, scores the run. Yee comes around to score. Easter with the RBI single to deliver a 9-2 Pirates lead. 8 runs, breaking open a 1-1 game heading into the bottom of the 7th. This was close, as now another pitching switch. Calix Armijo heads to the bench. and it's Kyle Doffner from Westcliff University from Irvine who comes in to pitch, looking to get the final out of this 8th inning and what would possibly be the final out for the Cage Rats on the pitching staff today. Trailing by 7 now with 2 outs and a runner at first. Here in the 8th, we'll step aside as Doffner warms on the mound. 9-2 our score here on Cage Rats Audio Network. First pitch from Doffner. Misses outside 1-0. 9-2 our score here in the bottom of the 8th. Doffner, runner at first, 2 outs. 9-2 Pirates lead the Cage Rats. Chafee fouls off the 1-0. Chafee today, 2 singles. Has to be the Pirates' leader in hits by now. 1-1. And that's a high strike, 1-2. Doffner looking to come in and get 1 out. All the Cage Rats have needed has been 1 out, it seems like, the last 2 innings. The 1-2. Branky ball misses upstairs 2-2. And we were joking off the air that the bottom of the 7th and the 8th inning alone has accounted for basically half the game as far as time goes. 2-2, cut on a miss, strike 3. Well, we'll see how long the 9th inning goes, but the Pirates strike for 3 in the 8th. A 6-2 game blown open to 9-2 as we head to the top of the 9th here on the Cage Rats Audio Network. 9-2 here in the top of the ninth inning. Let's get things started. The Pirates leading the Cage Rats. First pitch from Contreras is a strike. James Brandon, hailing from San Diego City College, freshman, getting to swing away, fouls off the first pitch. Contreras, as Brandon lifts it to deep center, but that's straight away in play, just to the deepest part of the ballpark before it's corralled in for out number one. Need to hit it out to 386 to get it out of here at Cypress College, but that's out number one quickly here in the ninth. Cage Rats down to their final 2 outs. Before they could drop their first game of the season in the Sunset League. Contreras misses upstairs. So Robles pinch hit for by Brandon. Swing and a miss. Vega spot being pinch hit for 2. Can't exactly see who's hitting, as that's a swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2. We have a pinch hitter for Vega. And it's Michael Stevens who's getting his pinch hit appearance today. And Steven takes called strike 3, out number 2. Hitting now, number 44 for the Cage Rats. That is Matt Macias from Compton College. Hitting for Chase Bookin, who will be booked for the loss, as the Cage Rats were down 1-1. We're tied 1-1 as Macias takes a ball low, 1-1. 1-1 heading to the bottom of the 7th inning before a 5-run outburst. 5 walks issued by Cage Rats pitching in what was a well-pitched game until that point. As that one's lifted to deep right field, and this one will one hop off the wall. Macias looking for 3, instead will pump the brakes and stop at second base. A 2-out double here in the 9th, and Macias, his first AB, nets him extra bases. Got something he could pull to the lefty, cranked it out to right field. Yee playing shallow and well beyond and well away from the line. Almost went out of here. Would have been the deepest home run we've seen, the only home run we would have seen today. As we now have one more pinch hitter. Not entirely sure who this one is, as he takes outside 1-0. And it's Joe Ayala who comes in to pinch hit here in the 9th. Ayala two outs, 1 on at second base. Cage Rats down 7. Ayala swings through the 2-0. Cage Rats won't be playing until Sunday morning, 11 a.m. on Father's Day, back at Clark Field. Ayala fouls away the 2-1. 2-2 now. Cage Rats down to their final strikes. They'll take on the OC Legends for their 3rd home game of the season. Two and two. Contreras looking to shut down the game as Ayala pops it foul and out of play. Got to watch out for that truck. Will it hit it? Oh, so close. So close. Although that truck has already, looks like quite a few dents in it. So Ayala stays alive, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Ayala battling Contreras, and he grounds it foul down the third base line to stay alive. Two and two still. Sunday morning will be live streamed on Facebook Live. So stay tuned. Go to the Cage Rats Facebook page as the 2-2 misses upstairs 3-2, or go to our new Twitter page at Cal Cadrats, yet at Cal Cadrats on Twitter. And take a look for the links to the Facebook live stream. Start approximately at 10:50. As Ayala takes low for ball 4, and the Cadrats stay alive for one more hit at bat. Now hitting Joey Gold, who got the day off today until now. Had started the first 2 games of the season. Comes off the bench here. Contreras, as Gold swings through the first, tips it into the glove, 0-1. The pitch. Gold takes outside for a ball, 1-1. Was hitting second yesterday before being relieved pretty early. The DH, as he now takes outside, 2-1. Contreras set. Ready, lifts that leg, fires home, and that one lifted foul down the left field line. And the Cadrats once again down to their final strike, 2-2. The 5th pinch hitter of the inning for the Cadrats. 2-2. Sun bright in our eyes. As the 2-2 misses upstairs, 3-2. Three and two. Contreras comes home, and Gold pops it foul. Straight behind home plate and onto the street, just adjacent to the baseball field. Nearly hits an oncoming biker. Imagine you're just biking, cruising on a beautiful day, and next thing you know, you're looking at the palm trees and cypress, and then boom, baseball hits you in the head. Would not be the way to go as far as enjoying your Wednesday. Thursday? Is it Thursday? I think apparently it's Thursday. I'm a day behind. A year late. 3-2 misses upstairs, and the bases are now loaded. It all started with a Macias double with 2 outs before Joe Ayala worked a full count walk. Joey Gold worked a full count walk, and now here's Mitchell Machiko with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Cadrats down 9-2 here in the top of the 9th. Contreras searching for this final out as Machiko takes a strike. Hitting for Carlos Vega. Machiko lifts this one into right center. Yee there, and he will make the catch over his shoulder nonchalantly to end the game. The Cadrats get 3 straight base runners to end the game, but strand them loaded, all with 2 outs. So a final here in Cypress at Cypress College. The OC Pirates improved to 3-0-2 overall in their summer. 2-0 in the Sunset Baseball League after a walk-off win yesterday. They blow things open late. It was 1-1 into the late innings, bottom of the 7th inning before 5 run outburst. After 5 walks from the Cadrats pitching staff and a couple of errors, made it a 6-1 game, and 3 more insurance runs makes it 9-2 the final. Here in Cypress, the Cadrats dropped to 2-1 overall, and they will next play on Sunday morning. 9 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. The Cadrats, 2 runs, 6 hits, 4 errors here on the Cadrats Radio Network. For Sam Hoff, I'm Zach Anderson-Yoxhammer saying good night. We'll talk to you Sunday morning on Father's Day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you then, live stream on Facebook Live Sunday morning here on the Cadrats Broadcasting Network. 9-2 the final. The Cadrats dropped this one, the first loss in Sunset Baseball League play here today.